Spider-Man Far From Home. The trailer has been released. I'll admit, I was a little hesitant to watch this trailer because I'm not a fan of them putting this trailer out before Avengers Endgame because the last time we saw Spider-Man, he died. And look, we all know that he's coming back. We know that after Avengers Endgame, he will be back, or at least I'm about 95% sure that's the case. So I'm not saying that deep down it's a spoiler, but I don't really want to see anything that takes place, at least I assume takes place after Endgame. I'm still in the mode of Endgame and seeing the aftermath of that, and I can't get over the emotional moment of seeing Peter Parker turn into dust. But with that said, there is a trailer. I did decide to cave in and watch it. The beginning, we see Spider-Man and May. Aunt May. It's so weird to call her Aunt May because she's not old and it's Marissa Tomei and she's hot. But okay, fine. We have a hot Aunt May and the two of them doing some sort of benefit convention. I like this. I like the fact that she is in on it. She knows who Spider-Man is. She's working with him. She's behind the scenes helping him coordinate certain things that are going to make him maybe look good in the public and whatnot. I just like the idea that she'll be more involved. I know in the original Sam Raimi trilogy, there was hints that Aunt May knew, and in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, that Aunt May we're pretty sure knew as well. But this is all out. It's out in the open. She definitely knows, and she's working with him. The scene with Jon Favreau, back as Happy. I don't think we're going to get Tony Stark, but I like that Happy is here. I love the awkward moment of him flirting with Aunt May in front of Peter and Peter realizing what was going on and calling him out on it. Then we get a scene of, well, Peter is going on a field trip for school. He's going to Paris, and you see Aunt May tell him you should pack your suit. And I love that it's her idea. She's pushing this whole responsibility thing onto him about being a hero. But it's Peter who's saying, I don't want to do that. I want to just be a kid. I want to have fun. And that's interesting as well. As serious as I'm sure he does take being a hero, there's got to be a big part of him that just wants to be a kid, and he does make that choice. He leaves the suit behind, which I was surprised to see. And then you see a quick shot of his briefcase, which has the initials BFP. I'm pretty sure that's Uncle Ben's briefcase, and that's awesome. I don't know if we'll get a flashback or a picture or even more of a reference than this, but that is good enough for me if it's all that we get. We also see that MJ is going to be on the field trip. Zendaya is back as MJ. And look, I know she's not technically Mary Jane. They say that she's Michelle Jones. And I don't know how to feel about that. If Zendaya was playing Mary Jane, I'd be more okay with it. Look, she's not a redhead. And she's not the traditional Mary Jane, sure, from the comics, but I'm open to it. I liked the actress. I liked her character in the first movie. Her sense of humor and her chemistry with Peter, I think, is going to be there. I just don't know how I feel about them pretty much creating a brand new character and then just calling her MJ. I'll have to see how they play her up in this movie. I love that Ned is here as his best friend. We're going to get some great bits with them. Even though they're outside of New York, we'll get a change of scenery. We'll still have the side characters that we knew and loved from the first film. And then Nick Fury shows up, and what a great introduction. I didn't think that was going to be him who shot Ned with the trank gun, and him meeting Peter Parker is a big deal. Nick Fury at this point has met all of the Marvel superheroes and characters, but not Spider-Man. And so whenever you get to see Nick Fury, Sam Jackson interact with a different character, a different actor, a different hero, it's going to be interesting. It's going to make for some great scenes. We'll already get him with Captain Marvel this year. So I guess we'll also see him with Spider-Man. You see in the next shot that they're working together, doing maybe night missions, shield missions. I don't even think Shield is still a thing. But you do see Spider-Man's traditional costume here, so I don't know if Nick Fury somehow had it or how Spider-Man ends up getting the original suit back for this. And then you see a shot of Nick Fury and Maria Hill. So there's Maria Hill in the film. This rock monster, like what is this? Who is this guy? I'm pretty aware of most of Spider-Man's villains. I might not know every single one of them, but this is a guy that does not look familiar, and I can't quite pinpoint who he might be. And then you get another shot of who the hell is this guy? He's on fire. I mean, is there any way that it's a symbiote suit? No, of course not. But still, it looks freaky. Maybe it's the same person that we saw in the last shot, and this is him on fire. Or maybe somebody in the comments will say, dude, you idiot, it's this person. How do you not know that? Okay, fine, then I'm an idiot. And then you get a quick poof of green smoke. And I kind of started to get giddy because I knew what this meant. This is a character that I have been waiting to see in a Spider-Man film for a long, long time. He was originally supposed to be in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4, played by Bruce Campbell, but we never got to it. We see Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, and he looks great. I know that some people are going to say, oh, well, you don't see him with his helmet, his fishbowl helmet. That's not Mysterio. Oh, it's Jake Gyllenhaal, a big actor, so they're going to have to show his face. Look, calm down. Jake Gyllenhaal is a great actor, so I can't wait to see what he brings to this role. I'm more interested and curious over the idea that we don't see Mysterio fight Spider-Man in this trailer. In fact, he looks like he could potentially be a hero. You get some shots of him fighting this water creature, which is there any chance that that's Hydro Man? Because I saw a giant dude made of water and I instantly thought, holy crap, is this Hydro Man? And we just never really knew about it. It could be. It very well could be. But in this shot of Mysterio fighting this thing, you can close up and see him wearing the fishbowl. He does have it, and he looks really cool. He also has some magic-like ability. I don't know if that's all illusions and effects like in the comic books, or if he does have some sort of Doctor Strange-like ability. But it's interesting. Are they playing Mysterio up as a good guy, or as a vigilante, or as somebody who will be an ally for Spider-Man? Or will he turn evil at some point and become a villain? We'll have to see. We see a quick shot of Spider-Man in a black suit. He looks kind of like Spider-Man Noir. It's an all black stealth suit, and so I'm curious how or why that comes into play. And then you get another shot of Spider-Man in a red and black suit, which is from the comics. It almost looks a little similar to Miles Morales, just more red, and you get the wings back. And so I'm all for Spider-Man using different suits. I know I am accustomed to the traditional suit. I love the traditional suit. It is my favorite. And then the black suit is a close second. But if it makes sense with the story, if it does change it up and make it feel different, I'm all for him using different suits, especially if it's related to Nick Fury. And then the last shot of our side characters, our kids from the first movie, and you see them reacting to Mysterio on the news. And again, they're talking about him like he's a hero. He's a mix of Iron Man and Thor. Doesn't sound like a villain to me. And you get the joke of Flash, who, yes, that actor was a dick. Oh, the character was a dick in the first movie. But the bit where he says that he likes Spider-Man, that he respects him and that he appreciates him being a hero. And then he turns and sees Peter Parker and says, dickhead. That made me laugh out loud. So I liked what I saw in this trailer. I still feel like ultimately we didn't need it just yet, but it's Sony, so they just couldn't help themselves, and they wanted to get this promotion running. I understand it. It makes sense. You want to promote your movie. It's unfortunate that we had to get it before Avengers. Let me know in the comments below if you like this trailer. What was your favorite part of the trailer? Were you underwhelmed in any way? Are you too thinking that we shouldn't have got the trailer just yet, or do you not care? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.